to the ER playground. I see you, Rattleby. This is a 6D vortex, which means this is all about unconditional love, kindness. We're not here for drama. We're not here to belittle anyone. Absolutely not. And just to make sure, whoever's watching this, you're in the right vortex, let me introduce myself. My name is Professor Snakebones, the frequency cracker. And this skull represents truth, because I've been infected by venom. And when I mean venom, I mean low vibration, low energy. So don't let this skull face scare you. It's a statement, and it equals truth. And here, our goal is to unbury our inner child. My inner child is Rattleby. Who's yours? Now, this space is for us to move, to play, to create. I believe we are co-creators on this planet. Everything that exists on this earth has been made by someone. Now, speaking of making things, this is my own reflection. Take what resonates, slither away when it doesn't. But first and foremost, I am talking to myself. Look at my reflection. There's no one else in here, just me and myself and I. Now that we have that out of the way, if you vibe with this soul medicine, consider joining the Rattle family, joining your playmates. We would love to have you. Now that we got that out of the way, now let me channel. Welcome. Here we believe movement is medicine, and we believe issues are in the tissues. And if you feel like you've been bitten by venom, maybe, just maybe, this reflection will help you. So right now, I'm in California, and my partner and I were driving past Universal Studios. I've been there a couple times, and the first time I went, I was just fascinated with the magic. When you go to Universal Studios, it's very magical. And I remember taking pictures with Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. And I also believe my friends and I, we did like the Hollywood VIP tour where they take you behind the scenes. It's pretty cool. But that was years ago, before I truly understood what the Matrix really was. Now, I'm trying to think, how can I say this? Because this is all channeled. There's no script. This is all coming from my beautiful brain. During this process, this last, 4 years of creating, during this last 9 months, I feel like I've been pregnant with this creation, a Rattleby, and I believe we all become pregnant with creation, ideas, thoughts, and I think what gives it birth is taking the action. And let me tell you this, mates, it was not easy. And a lot of double standards, and that's what I'm here to reflect on. Example, I was going live, moving my body on YouTube, minding my own business, and then venom slithers in. Do something productive with your life. What does that mean? Do something productive. I am. I'm moving my body at 3 in the morning. What do you call that? I've created a space where I can unplug and connect to source. Isn't that doing something? But the deeper question is, Venom, what are you doing? So that really rocked my world, mates, because I didn't understand that type of behavior, and I still don't. And so yesterday, and driving in LA, no, thank you. It's madhouse. But anyway, we drove past Universal Studios, and it was stage 44, which is pretty ironic, and because my 4-year-old is 4 years old, Rattle. And it really dawned on me. So we got back to our Airbnb, and I did some research. I was always fascinated with like behind the scenes, like where they keep the Transformer cars, or where they keep the Marvel outfits, or where they keep the Power Ranger outfits. I've always been fascinated about that. Where they keep all the Batman stuff. Call me a nerd, whatever you want to call it. I just call it. I'm just. I'm in. I'm in. What's the word? I'm just in awe because it's beautiful. It's beautiful to witness what others create. It's not wrong. It's not bad. That is their inner child doing what it needs to do. But this is where I get confused, mates. Universal Studios, Hollywood, it's all an illusion. That's the funny part. It's an illusion. We literally pay our hard-working money to go sit down for an hour, 2 hours, put processed junk in our fucking bodies, and then what? So, I got home and I typed in YouTube, Universal backstage tour, and Steven Spielberg popped up and he was giving a tour. And you may know him from Jurassic Park. Let's talk about Jurassic Park. When I was a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, I was fascinated with dinosaurs. Still am to this day. I think it's very powerful just to understand that these beautiful, huge animals were on this planet and something happened where they are extinct. And then you go to these museums and you see these dinosaur bones, and it's just profound. Again, bones is what they're studying. And so I'm just watching them drive around in the golf cart and looking at the scenes and looking at the props, and I'm like, oh my god, it is all a fucking illusion. And that's fine, but when I try, or when you try to speak your truth, to do something that's not approved by Hollywood or expensive budget, then it's weird. Help me understand. Hello, hi, how are you? Oh my goodness, I didn't know I had comments on. Well, welcome. We're going to go with it. Why not? How are you? So, anyway, then I was really thinking about Jurassic Park. And then I'm thinking, these actors, they're talking to a green screen, right? Just like I'm talking to this green dot. But they get paid millions. They are praised. They are getting Grammys, which is great. Hard work deserved. But when someone like you and I try to do something that vibrates our being, that brings us joy, then we're crazy. Then we're weird. That doesn't make sense. But deeper, there's something that just doesn't sit right with me. And so I'm doing more research, and there's like this big airplane that they had to like get pieces brought and put together, and beautiful. Like, it's fascinating how they think about all these things, and it's great because again, we are co-creators on this planet, I believe. And then I was just really fucking thinking, God, why is all this acceptable? But when I or someone else like you and I try to do something, it is looked down upon. And I'm just like, it doesn't make sense, mates. It just doesn't make sense. So, Jurassic Park. I was obsessed with Jurassic Park. Still am. I saw the last movie with Scarlett Johansson, and it's interesting because that's all about the rebirth. And that's what we do here. We rebirth our inner child. We rebirth what was buried through the venom, through the suppression. And it's not about fixing anything here because we're not broken here. And who loves Superman? I like Superman. Is he my favorite? No, I think who would be my favorite? Believe it or not, Spider-Man, Batman, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Beast, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Catwoman. I like those. And so Superman popped up, and I guess the new Superman, and he didn't want to shave his chest hair, but he had to get like super in shape. And then I'm just like watching him like getting like on these cords and this big green screen behind him. There's no green screen behind me, and this is not shade. This is just facts because whoever wants to be created, be a creator that doesn't get approved, doesn't get permission, then we're weird. Great, let us be weird. Because this is where the weird ones come. The weird, the gay, the straight, the bi, whatever you are, you're welcome here because we are bone. We are bone and unconditional love and energy. Now, to go deeper. That's what we do. We go deep to the fucking bone here, mates. I had to create something for myself, just like I'm talking to myself. And I think maybe, just maybe, there is someone out there that is in the same kind of birth that I'm in. You've been creating, and it's difficult, right? It's challenging, especially when you're not getting the money or the fame, whatever it is. And my personal feedback is I do this because I love it. I do it because I can't live without it. And it's my medicine. Movement is my medicine. And it's been my medicine since I was a little thing, a little tank. And so what I've been birthing is Rattlebee, and I think this world is heavy, and I needed a place where I can just unplug and move and not be in performance mode. And what I mean by that is something so simple as getting in your car and driving. Performance. You have to go to speed limit. You have to obey by the rules, right? Performance. And let's just say I'm done performing. I'm done performing. I'm done being, and maybe you are too. I'm done being picked at the surface, hint to why you see bone, because we are bone underneath this costume. Yeah, our skin's a costume. And it's funny because you hear the word costume, but you don't hear it like this. Our skin that we are renting is a costume. Our truth is our bone, our energy, our unconditional love. Now, if you feel like your inner child has been buried from anything, and what do I mean by inner child? Do you remember being young and trying on your mom's makeup? Men, you too. Everyone's welcomed here. Brothers, slur close. Or do you remember going in your parents' closet and trying on their clothes? I do. Do you remember putting a towel around your neck, pretending it was a cape? I do. Do you remember talking to your toys and having your imagination be so free and liberating? I do. And then maybe something happened. Maybe someone said, a friend or a parent said, don't move like that, don't talk like that, don't act like that, don't be like that. and then maybe you started to shrink a little bit. Maybe that dirt was starting to get poured onto your inner child. Maybe. But then just think, this is my philosophy here, mates. I don't believe our inner child dies. Because look around. SpongeBob, the movie, is getting ready to come out. SpongeBob, let's just break that down. SpongeBob is a talking fish. Pardon me. A talking sponge underneath Bikini Bottom. Approved, accepted, you have Ice Spice rapping about it. Great, they get the stamp. Really? No one else thinks that's weird that there's a talking sponge and a squirrel that wears a fucking space helmet? That's approved, that's accepted. People spend their hard-working money to watch a sponge talk. But when bones show up, that equals truth, then that's weird. Let it be. Mel Robbins? She says it the best. Let them. It says so much more about the venom than it does the actual human that's going through this. So, the double standards, right? SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo, the Minions, little yellow things roaming around, totally acceptable. We spend our money buying fucking Christmas stuff on them. Acceptable. Let's slither down here for a second. I don't know what that vomit means. You're talking to a screen, my friend. That's the venom. Let it pour out. Slither, type to a screen. It's like you're at a movie and you're screaming at a movie. The actors don't hear you, and I don't hear unconditional love. I see venom, and that's why we don't have comments on. So let it be. It says everything about them. They're talking to a screen. Do you see anyone around? No, that's just venom. So anyway, I'm in LA driving around, and I'm just having all of these thoughts of, God, have we been lied to? Like, what is going on in this world? The illusions. Like Red Bull gives you wings. Really? Okay. Let me test that. I did, and it didn't give me wings. It gave me the shakes. My poor heart, good God. That's what it gave me. It didn't give me fucking wings. That I can tell you. But what bones give you is truth. Short and sweet. And you can Google it, right? Like, Google what's underneath the skin is bone. B-O-N-E, bone. Purity. And if you look, there's no pink bone, black bone, poor, rich, gay, straight, bi. It's just bone, mates. It's just simply bones. So anyways, I'm going to slither off because the comments are very distracting. It's like driving and it's like going on a date and you have someone on their phone. It's rude. And my channeling is just like, I can't, like, this is too much. But anyways, much love. Take care.